The image of me is this tough, sort of decisive, combative person who's taken on all these fights. And I just like to say that I hate fights. And I am very courageous only when forced into a corner. And all the battles we got in were ones in which you had very little choice, or no choice. The Pentagon was different in that there was one rather dramatic decision, namely to go on printing in the face of the Times as being enjoined. And that was, there was a dramatic showdown moment in which I had about 2 minutes to say yes or no, because they wanted, the editors that is, wanted to continue without pause of a day, even the publication of the papers, because by that time we'd gotten them. And they had had time to write a story. And then the lawyers got wobbly about what might happen to us, understandably, because we were just unhappily in the process of going public. And we had announced that we were going public, but we hadn't sold the stock in the company. And so if we were criminally enjoined, which we might have been, it would have endangered the company. Lawyers tend to view their job as being cautious and conservative, and sometimes they tell you to do things that in the overall you shouldn't do. And then they did enjoin us, and we were in court, and so, you know, you got into the process, and in the end it was, we won, but if you look at the Supreme Court decision, it was a Pyrrhic victory a little bit. There were some really awful dissents, and that decision is not 100% wonderful victory.
But they'd ask me then a gender-related question. I'm so proud of the fact that I am the first woman to hold this. You know, I think people here have worked so closely with me for 8 years in New York, and I was Washington bureau chief before that, you know, they I think are used to my style, which is a commitment to excellence, but a willing always to talk. I, you know, pride myself on having an open door, and I like the part of editing that involves like helping people through sometimes personal crises to be able to deal with a particular stress at work, and I find that both challenging and interesting.